Hey everybody, welcome to What the Flick, Better Call Saul. Hey, we're all here. Episode 7, season 3. Expenses, Ben, Meredith, Alonso. We were just saying, okay, what happens in this one? It was like, he's broke, she's guilty, and the Sklar brothers. That's pretty much what you need to know. Yeah, you know, there's so rarely that movies and TV shows want to deal with economic desperation because it is not sexy and it is tense and it is, I think, a lot of people's reality. You know, like one of the things that was great about Bridesmaids was that it was had this whole undercurrent about economic anxieties. About this woman who had lost her business and she was, you know, surrounded by people who were more well off, and it was in this event that you have to spend money on. And Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I think, are two shows that tackle this topic, and when a lot of people don't want to. You know, I mean, the whole driving thing of Breaking Bad was I can't afford, you know, treatments for my cancer, so I got to become a meth,
just
a meth dealer. As you do, you know, and just Saul. I mean, just every dollar coming out of his wallet, you could just feel the anxiety.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a really good point. I mean, there are very few movies. Some, no question, some directors, especially some foreign directors, deal effectively with with economic desperation and real core economic issues. But it isn't. It's not sexy. It's not glamorous. There are literally no vacations. There's, you know, you're inevitably.
You can't hop on a plane.
No, you're shooting in a grungy, dark, urban setting generally, or farm setting, right? But whatever it is, it's not glamorous. So that was done, no question, effectively. That said. And I love the show, so every episode, if I were gonna grade them, you know, like it starts, the worst episode of Better Call Saul is like a B+ or A-, right? On the television scale. I didn't love this episode. I like the themes of it overall. I think mostly because I didn't like Kim's guilt.
Yeah.
And it seemed, it both seemed slightly out of character because it was so sudden, and then it seemed too expressly expressed. Yes, to expressed too obviously.
Yeah.
So again, that took me out of thinking that this was one of the great Better Call Saul episodes, because again, the best Better Call Saul episodes are some of the best episodes to ever air on television.
Sure.
I'm still thinking back to Mike. And we'll think about economics too. You know, he was not going to go back and work with Mr. Baseball Card Collector,
right.
But you know, you're right. Like that's actually a theme I didn't even think of. So now you have me spinning in a whole new direction. Everything about this episode was very not subtle, and that's something that I feel Better Call Saul
does so well.
Excels in is their subtlety. But you know, I still enjoyed it. It was a good 42 minutes of television.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. A so-so episode of the show is yards ahead of most TV, but it is a little. I think there was a lot of people saying exactly what they feel, which you don't. It is not this show's strong suit. So, like, you know, Nacho being so very clear about what his intentions were and how he was going to do it. And
what did Nacho do in this episode? It's been 10 days since
trying to get the capsules from comic book guy or baseball card guy, so he can, you know, poison.
Which it makes me wonder if that's how
he winds up in the nursing home. Maybe,
So how does Hector end up? I don't even remember.
Hector the Bell in the nursing home with the Bell.
Well, first he's in
the house with the Bell, and then he's in the nursing home with the Bell.
Right, and then he's hitting the bell with.
So he must obviously have like a really
So we know how Hector,
some sort of stroke.
We know how Hector goes.
Yeah.
That we do.
Yeah, we do.
And then also with there was that whole. I love the scenes of Jimmy and Kim in the bar, like kind of scoping out the marks, and he is serious about it, and she's like, this is hypothetical, right? Oh yeah, right.
Right, we're gonna steal $5,000 from this guy.
Yeah,
right, because Jimmy needs $5,000.
Exactly.
$2,500 because he would give her half.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, so then does he like take her home and go back and do it by himself? You know, how's that gonna play out?
But it was really interesting to see him full on slipping Jimmy when he was in the insurance.
That was a great scene.
Insurance, and he just like starts like letting the little tidbits drip about Chuck, and then immediately, no, please, I don't want to.
He faked the tears.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So it really, I mean, I'm like, wow, are you just full on like now you're going after Chuck, or before it always felt a bit of banal like pushback, but now it's starting to err on that side of like these are two brothers who are going headlong into a battle against each other.
I think Jimmy becomes the whatever creature it is that stings when you kill it. You know, like if he's going to be brought down, he's bringing Jimmy with. He's bringing Chuck with him. You know.
Yeah, I think so. Their battle is that relationship is over.
Yeah,
pretty much
fractured and over. So again, and no episode this week as they took Memorial Day off.
So we're catching up.
So we'll be back next week. But again, I'm not. This is not a criticism.
No.
Just in general, I was not as into this episode as others.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, thanks you guys. We'll see you next time.